I mean, I want to talk about 6ix9ine because I saw that was like when you sent me the list. 6ix9ine was the first name on the list. You didn't give him all the 6ix9ines all over his body, did you?
I came in after that. 6ix9ine is probably one of the biggest artists that I've tattooed. So this was 2018, and usually the people that I reach out to, at that time, I was pretty early on a lot of artists. I feel like that was something that I had an advantage of because I was consuming a lot of the music. So I kind of see people before they popped off, sort of thing. And I remember watching 6ix9ine, and I remember thinking like, man, this guy he's doing something different. I've never heard his sound. I don't know if you ever heard of like Helsing Station, some of his older, and he would create these like amazing visuals. I don't know if you know, he was actually a director. Well, he would direct a lot of his own videos, and he was a videographer before he became a rapper. Oh yeah, he did videography before. So he would direct his own music videos, and I just love like his aesthetic, the way his visuals were in his music, and I was just really I became a fan, bro. I became a fan, and I was watching him from a distance, and you know, I know he's half Mexican, I'm Mexican, so I'm like, okay, cool, you know, let's link up, sort of thing. That kind of you know, got me more excited. But yeah, so I was a fan watching him for a year, and that was at the top. He was at the top of my list. I remember that was all I would think about. Like, I really want to work with this guy. I remember I shared this story recently where I got to see him. Let's take this back a little further. So I met him through his team. So his team, super cool people, William Asher and his homie, bro. And I met his team first, built up a good relationship with him. And that's how I got kind of the introduction to 6ix9ine. So I was able to link up with his people first. But yeah, man, I sent him a DM when he was out here he was out here performing 1 October. And he was out here performing. I went out there for the show as a fan. I was hoping I'd get to meet him that night, but his team wasn't there, so I never got a chance to link up with him. So I just went over there as a fan, had an amazing experience. The following day, I'm literally in my car, and I yelled at the top of my lungs, I'm gonna tattoo 6ix9ine. I yelled it twice, and I remember just getting these goosebumps, man. This was a Thursday. Sunday comes around, and I actually sent him a DM because, you know, I'm also, when I DM people, I'm aware of what they're doing, what the schedule is like. I knew it was a Sunday, right? Usually people wind down. So I'm like, I'm going to send him a DM. And keep in mind, I've sent him hundreds of DMs already. So I sent him a DM. He responds to me right away, asked me for my phone number. I give him my phone number. He calls me right away. And this Sunday, he asked me if I could go out there that evening. And I'll be honest, I couldn't. I had some family things going on. As much as I wanted to make it, I didn't make it. I couldn't go out that day. So we agreed to do Monday, the following day. Monday comes around. I'm out in LA. He's not responding to me. I'm out here ready. I have all my tattoo stuff just waiting in the car. I never got that call. And that really bummed me out, man. I started to feel like I lost my opportunity. That was it. I should have just done it, right? So I resumed to my regular work week. Wednesday comes around. I'm about to start a client. And sure enough, it's 6ix9ine calling me, man. And long story short, he asked me, hey, you know, can you come out here? And he had already bailed on, basically, can you come out here right now? And
that's how about to start on somebody.
Exactly, bro. And you know, that's how rappers are. A lot of times you can never schedule an appointment in advance. You know, it's always like, are you available today? You know, sort of thing. I'm sure you know how that goes, right? A lot of it is like that. But so thankfully I hadn't started the tattoo. That client that I was working on was a regular client of mine. I actually rescheduled her, took care of her the following day. I gave her a 50% discount, so I showed her some love too, you know. And but anyways, did you
tell her why?
No, yeah, I knew, and she was like, "Go ahead, do it." You know, she knew. You know, she was a regular client of mine, so I'm so grateful and thankful that she understood. Yeah. But I remember one of the funniest things is so I created a video on this. But true story, 6ix9ine, he called me and he asked me to go to his house, and he asked me if I had numbing cream. And I did have numbing cream. I had like 3-4 different types. And he asked me over the phone, and he tells me, don't forget the numbing cream. He told me several times. That was the last thing he told me on over a phone call. So I'm super excited. I pack up and make my way out here to LA area. And as soon as I get there, there's police everywhere, man. So as soon as I get there, I'm wondering what's going on here. Did something happen? This was the time where he was beefing with YG. A lot of California, the West Coast, wasn't really rocking with him. So there was a lot of tension. People were after him. So I pull up, get there. They're just, working as security. So I go in there and they
really just all these cops.
All these cops there as security. And then he had private security, like leading up into the home, inside the home. I've never seen that much security ever, bro. So he had security at every hallway, every doorway. So I get there and bro, I realize he's a super cool person right away. Good vibes. I start setting up, and as I'm setting up, I realize that I forgot the numbing cream. Damn. And that's where I created this video where, I forget the numbing cream, and bro, I did not want to tell him. I did not want to tell him that.
You start rubbing water on him or something.
Bro, I'm thinking he's not gonna rock with me. Like the one thing he asked me to bring, I forgot. So what I did was I did a similar thing. I got A&D ointment, which has no lidocaine in it, and I told my guy, one of my guys that was helping me, I told him just put it on his forehead, act like it's numbing cream, and just let it set in. So we're going for the placebo effect, man.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. So I never told him, but I faked it. I faked that I had numbing cream on him. That night, I did some face tattoos. I did the Brooklyn tattoo above his forehead. I did part of the cover up.
So you did faces on him?
Oh yeah, I did do face tattoos. Wow. Yeah, I did the cover up that's on his forehead over here. I did the rays on the side of his face. And he had 2 friends there. I tattooed both of his friends. But my experience with 6ix9ine, bro, he was actually a lot cooler than I expected. Yeah. Usually, you never know what experience you're going to have with somebody, celebrity wise. You never know if they're going to be cool or not. I go in there with no expectations always. But with him, I was pleasantly surprised, man. He was super cool. I tell people all the time that because he wasn't in a lot of pain. Again, we had no numbing cream, so he wasn't in a lot of pain that evening.
Or anything? He's like,
no. He was just saying. I think I remember him saying like, "Oh, this don't even work." I remember him saying, "This shit don't even work." Yeah, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, "Damn." But have
you told anyone this?
Well, I created a video, and now people know because I created a video on YouTube. It's a YouTube Shorts. I got like 10 million views on that one. But it's the story of 6ix9ine and how I basically lied to him. But why I say he's nice is because the following day he texts me and he's like, "Hey bro, I want to thank you so much for coming out." He's like, I know I'm sorry if I came off as rude. I was just in a lot of pain. And you don't really get texts like that. So he texts me saying, "Hey, I'm sorry if I came off rude." And I'm like, "Don't even worry about it, man. I get it." But that was one of those things where I feel like things slowly starting to change, where, I've always kind of been tattooing a lot of people, but tattooing 6ix9ine, I feel like was significant. It was different than a lot of people I had tattooed in the past at that time. So yeah, man, I'm so grateful to tattoo him and everybody that's given me an opportunity. I just, I'm always, like I said, I'm always chasing what's next, what's to come in the next 5 years.
Yeah.